So, you've lived through terrifying shit in your life, super mundane ordeals, a war without a war. You are exhausted, and you return to the bosom of the society. Veteran syndrome, traumatized PTSD syndrome. What did you expect? Applause? Pension, perhaps? Understanding? Now imagine that majority of gooks in the society, majority of those cattle people, never experienced what you did and never will. They carry on with their lives and they'll die with their lives. That's natural. Now, as a veteran, what can you do? You may either contribute something or withdraw. Do you think it will change? Some PTSD therapy, perhaps it won't. You will live with your deep scars until you're dead. You will. Unless you commit, volunteer, that won't help you much. Because if you go through experiences that the majority of society will never live through, they won't understand. The limit of their understanding is the limit of their experience. That's the limit of their world. What you may do, however, is not to be given to hate, frustration, and general contempt and dehumanization of this cattle. Nothing else. Why? Is it for the sake of society? No, society doesn't give a flying fuck about you. They don't. They have their lives, their problems. You do it for yourself, not to poison yourself with hate and frustration. You tower above it. There's this figure in Forrest Gump, right? What was that? Lieutenant something? Sergeant Surge, right? So, don't be like him. Wear your masks, smile politely, give some courtesies away. But remember, those who didn't live through shit will judge you by petty lenses of their shit perception. Always. And there is a story about a female spy that was an excellent spy, most refined and erudite of ladies, and then she was killed by some worker pig, someone who didn't even think of the mountain of her experiences. She rejected him, so he raped her and killed her. So remember that the greatest of people, the veterans of life, can end up in the streets, and then what does society do? They spit on them, set them aflame, say, look, that's an example not to follow. Because we are the self-righteous society of pigs. We are the piggish of the pigs. This is an outcast. So I lived through that, and I decided to masquerade myself amongst the society of pigs. With my smiles, with my courtesies, with my isolation, self-mastery. Because that's the only thing I can do. I feel tremendous hate and wrath at times, but I contain it. Seneca de ira. To contain the anger. And do I have every right to hate, dehumanize, kill, mutilate, attack, offend, insult those pigs? Well, from the perspective of things I lived through, I do. Yet it is greater not to attack them, not to insult them, not to dehumanize them, not to murder them. Why so? Because it's impractical, because it's against my ethos, because it's against my coordinates in this life and posthumous existence. So to all you veterans of life out there, I understand your hate. I understand you're willing to contempt the pigs, because they are pigs for most of the time, untested pigs. Veterans are confronted with the worst of evils and they derive the greatest of goods from them. And they all want to be significant. Even the biggest of the pigs feels important nowadays, although their life was worth less than the cockroach's life. Don't dehumanize them, remember. But if you would imagine what the society would do to great people that had fallen, how low would they hold them to be in esteem? Humans don't deserve you. Human pigs don't deserve an inch of you. Yet commit to those who are worthy of commitment. Because by and large, people with great mountain-like experience that fell will be disregarded in as much as a criminal dog, alcoholic that fell, because the status is the same, right? This is my commiseration with the veterans of this world, whether they survived the true war, corpse guards and so on, or veterans of life that lived through continuous war through decades and survived the psychological traumas, the pain. That's my only advice. Don't poison yourself. Because if you poison yourself, the rest of your life will be miserable. I know. Nobody knows it. Nobody will understand you amongst the pigs. No one. It is alienating and estranging. But that's the way